Welcome! It's your friendly neighborhood Badger here, and I'm back to talk about Siege of the Atlas and what I'm going to be doing on League Start. A lot of people have been asking me, hey Badger, you're going to be playing softcore, hardcore, solo self-found, what are you doing? So today I'm just going to do a little bit of an update video explaining exactly how that's going to go for me, hopefully, and yeah, we'll go from there. Right before I start though, I do want to say I'm switching up my schedule on Twitch to more be in line with how League Starts function in Australia. Now for me, in Victoria in Australia, League Start is at 6 AM, so I'm going to be getting up pretty early. So to prep myself for that, and also during the first few weeks of League as well, I'm going to be switching to morning streams, which is going to be 6 to 8 AM, probably 8 AM after League Start. 8 AM League starts, which is, I think Pacific Standard Time is 2 PM-ish, around about midday, and GMT is 10 PM. So around Europe, you're going to be in the evening, and if you're in the US, you're going to be around midday, and then you can sort some stuff around there as well. So if you want to come watch me live, twitch.tv/thisisbadger. What are we going to be doing? I'm going to be playing Ice Trap. I'm not sure if you saw my previous video. If you did, it looks like a really, really strong starter on a relatively small budget right there, and can be scaled with extreme budget and gear to be able to do all the content in the game, and that's basically what I plan to do. Now, there's a fallback. Being a saboteur, I can play any sort of traps. We don't know exactly how Seismic Traps is going to be functioning. However, I still think it's going to be a really strong build. If it turns out that Ice Trap just can't quite push that damage, Seismic Trap is definitely a fallback. That being said, I'm going to see how far I can push Ice Trap, and I'm like 99% confident that I'll be able to push it into all content of the game. So you can come and watch that one. From there, we're going to be farming those endgame bosses, because I love to farm endgame bosses. With so many new endgame bosses coming through, the two main pinnacle bosses and their two sub-bosses, there's a lot of fun content to farm. Farming those, doing spreadsheets of all of their drops, doing like, yeah, just all that we can, and then also, you know, testing out the new Cirrus drops, testing out the new Maven drops, potentially even doing 100 Cirruses and documenting all of that kind of stuff. My focus is going to completely be on bossing content. Whereas someone like Grimro, I think I spoke to Grimro that he's going to be mainly focusing on mapping, which is super, super fun. And I always, Grim, if you're watching, I love your content, dude. Anyway, I just want to say that. I always love the content that comes out of Grim stuff. But we're going to be trying to doing a lot of bossing content. From that point, we're going to use the currency that we gain to make stupid builds. A lot of you were saying that I was getting pretty excited about Lightning Tendrils. I was getting very excited about Lightning Tendrils. I tried it out in Standard with a character. I just threw some gear on. The Lightning Tendrils itself, TLDR, just feels really bad as a skill, even if it's getting an 80% damage buff. However, my second character will be Lightning Tendrils. I promise this to you. My second character is going to be stacking power charges, probably on an occultist for like huge area, and going full crit, potentially half cold conversion Trinity or full cold conversion on an occultist. And then hopefully that will have crazy single target that I can basically just stand at bosses for 2 seconds and down them. From there, the world is our oyster. I want to be hearing from you guys any cool interactions that you see during the start of this league that you want me to play around with. There's some really fun things that I do want to try. I want to try some more self-casting stuff, potentially with Pledge of Hands, because we haven't heard too much if the greater Spell Echo on Pledge of Hands is getting nerfed like normal Spell Echo, so I think that's going to be really BIS for self-casting skills. There's also a lot of really fun stuff to do with all of these new rare items and the implicit modifiers that you can get from the new types of influences, let's call them. So, you know, making some fun builds around that, even, you know, stacking magic items and using all of these special uniques that get benefits from equipping magic items could be really fun. There's so much that we can do. So I'm here for the long haul for this league, and I'm ready to make some funky builds. My first build, bit of a Metaslave build. All of the builds from that point are not going to be Metaslave builds. They are going to be fun experiments. Some are going to fail. Hopefully 1 or 2 might be pretty awesome, and then I can do some cool build guides on them. Ergo, my old Discharger. Not the one I tried last league. That was an absolute fail. Oh, wait. This is a build that I want to play. Hang on. Because of the buffs to Discharge, I want to be doing a 36, or, well, it's probably 33 charge Slayer on hit Discharger. This league is definitely something that I want to try. So, yeah, keep in tune for that. That's all I really have to say. Once again, switching my schedule up, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. start time for me in Australian Eastern Standard Time, about 2 p.m. Pacific Time, and 10 p.m.-ish GMT time. So if you want to come watch me live, come say hi. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and until next time, Badger is out.